Hey guys, Camper 15 back at it yet again with another video for you guys, joined by my uncle Daryl, and we're back discussing Moon Knight. Now I know we missed episode 3, but I was busy with work, and then we just couldn't schedule a good time to get it there. But so it may be a few days late, but we wanted to get in Moon Knight episode 4. Moon Knight episode 4 was really dang good. Especially that ending scene was just trippy. Yeah, we definitely got like hints to Jake Lockley in that ending scene.
Yep.
Yeah, and then got some creepy skeleton mummy black dude thing. I don't know what the heck that was.
Nah, neither do I. We
yeah.
got two more. We got two more to go.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yep. So yeah. Anyways, let's get to the one thing. I thought just for a standpoint, I don't remember much from episode 3, but I did like episode 3. I thought that was cool, and the fact that him changing this whole skies is taking away his powers and stuff like that. So, but we know he's gonna find a way to get his powers back. It's gonna be something.
Correct. I think that was more about a little bit more insight into Khonshu and his background with the other gods and things of that nature. But number 3, Stephen really ticked me off in number 3, man. I was just like, yeah. Matter of fact, both of them. I was like, dude, y'all got to come to some kind of accord here about who's gonna take the lead and something like that. There was no. I was like, eventually, y'all gonna have to do something to blend in with this, new life y'all that's been thrust upon y'all. And Stephen doing his, oh no, don't do it. I'm like, man, dude, stop it. I'm just like, stop it. Just come on, man. Just when a fight comes up, just lay back and let the fighter do his thing. But again, I digress.
Yeah. So we get started with this episode. We pick off right where we left off from last week, and essentially Steven's kind of like knocked out, and Layla, she's carrying them through like the sands of the freaking desert, wherever they're at in the middle of those nowhere, and they actually get attacked by Harrow's men, like literally riding one of these freaking dune buggies with a freaking whole like a freaking mortar attached to it. Now the one thing I did like is how she literally just drops Stevens there. So they're already thinking like, oh, this guy's probably dead. She's hiding. She manages to fend them off. Now, when I watched the episode, she was in the car and they were just driving around the car and everything. And it looked like they're looking to dip and go away because they think Steven's probably dead or anything.
Correct.
She gets out there and she like fires a flare. I'm like, what are you doing? You would have got
I know, right? She giving up her position around the car. And I'm just like, Layla, come on now. You can tell that they are at their wits' end and they don't know what to do. So they're just about to book, but no, didn't work like that. I thought they were going to find her when she was sitting in the back of the truck anyway.
Yeah.
So it amazes me why she gave up her position like that.
Yeah. She managed to take them out in a pretty cool way, and stuff like that. But that happens. The day passes. They end up going to these ruined areas to do some more research and find the area where they needed to find the tomb or the item, the MacGuffin they needed to find. I forgot exactly what it was. And then you kind of get an interesting scene here between Steven and Layla. And essentially Steven tells Layla, like, the reason why Mark hasn't told you anything is because he knows that Khonshu wants to take you as the next host, and he's doing everything he can to protect you and not let that happen.
Right.
So Layla's like, okay, wow, I didn't need to know that, but okay, thank you. At least you're an honest person, unlike Mark was. It then proceeds to a kiss scene. I guess you can say it's weird, but at the same time, it's like it's the same body but different personality. It is what it is. But I did find it funny how Mark got a little bit of control and kind of hit himself for that, which was funny.
Yeah. What I thought was interesting about all of that is because you and I, we've been talking about the different personalities of of Moon Knight, where it relates to Mark and Steven. And the third personality, which I'm sure we're going to talk about later. But then again, what gets also entered into this mix is the fact that it's now revealed that Khonshu wanted Layla, or wants Layla to be the next Avatar. So we're sitting over here like, well, doggone, dude. I mean, how is all of this going to fit into the next 2 episodes and things of that nature? So it's a real good, the story is really starting to come together. Khonshu's relationship with the other gods, Harold's relation. I don't even know why they believe Harold anyway. I mean, they should be able to tell the dude lying through his teeth.
Well, I think last week the gods saw like, yeah, you may think you are sinister, but you are telling the truth, because in that scene he was explaining what Khonshu did to him, and they look through him and they're like, no, you're not telling no lies. Khonshu is kind of sleazeball in terms of the things he was doing.
Well, that's true, but at the same time, though, here it is. Khonshu has this ability to tell if you're pure or evil, or even like that with the scales. But how is it these gods can have basically Mark and Steven in a room together, listen to all of it, and listen to Harold and not tell who is basically lying? So that also tells me, yes. So again, that tells me that the gods have an axe to grind with Khonshu.
Yeah.
So, whereas Khonshu must have done so much dirt before that, no, man, he might be lying, but dude, we know about your past and all the other things you've done. It's kind of hard to roll with you on this one, man, especially when you turn the sky dark. So we're just gonna go ahead and shut the lights down on you, So yeah, and that's where we're at right now. Whereas Mark and Layla are now in the desert, and they are, they're set off on the adventure. And again, it's the whole, Mark had to, unveil himself to Layla and just let him know that, yeah, Steven was telling you the truth, although he should have shut his mouth. Like, Steven ticking me off, man. He's ticking me off, man. Like, dude, man, come on, man. Just stick with it. Just let's go get the bad guy, man. Stop all of this trying to get with Layla and all this other, stuff. Let's get the bad guy.
So they go into this like tomb-like structure, and it ends up like, I guess they follow like this trail of blood. Like, it's just like, you're like, what the hell's this? They end up getting to this one area where they're both looking around. One's in, I think Layla's like at the bottom level. Steven's up top at this top level, and all of a sudden they hear something. They go hide off. Next thing you know, you get probably something like out of a horror film. This thing comes out of nowhere, drops his body on this table, and is like dang near like dissecting it and everything.
Correct.
Layla is just literally just sitting right there and everything. She's trying to move out the way to get seen, but as she's moving, something moves. The thing's like, what the heck is this? And eventually, Steven tries to distract it, but it ends up actually seeing Steven for reals, and it's about to jump up there, but Layla ends up freaking trying to fight it off a bit, then runs off. And you get this whole scene where they're splitting up, they're running their own separate ways of how they say, like, we'll meet up later. Steven, we'll get to it a bit. He ends up running into this tomb, the tomb area of Alexander the Great, the MCU version, not the legit one.
Because I was wondering. I was like, wait a minute, Alexander the Great was Egyptian?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, okay.
If my history's correct, yeah, he used to. I think he used to rule over Egypt for some time.
He used to rule over Egypt. Okay.
Yeah. Layla, on the other hand, she's like near this like cliff area within the tomb area, and you get this crazy scene where it ends up grabbing her, taking her back. She's trying to get out, grabs her back, and I'm like, is she gonna come out and it's gonna just kill her? She manages to get out, but she thinks so. okay, I defeated it, done. Dude comes out of nowhere, tags her.
Comes out of nowhere. That's right.
Literally, like, I think actually like pulls a bone. I think it was either from the dead body or from itself. And it was like trying to freaking stab her. And I'm just like, what the heck? I can't even get a good look at it. Even I would be in the dark here. I'm like, what does this guy look like? She ends up hitting it, comes out, it's just a skeleton. And I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah. It got me. I don't know. Well, I mean, the movie, The Mummy, in which, you know, the mummy summoned all, you know, his minions from the dead. So that's what it reminded me of, those minions. And this thing was just, I mean, it was creepy from the start. It was really creepy from the start. He was actually doing some type of, you know, autopsy, as it were, against, you know, and it was just truly creepy throughout the entire thing, man. So Layla, you know, eventually does, you know, defeat the thing. And now we're wondering, you know, what's next? Where are they gonna go? You know, and I'm the whole believe it or not, the whole time I'm thinking, and I know I've already mentioned it, I'm like, okay, Stephen, whatever you do, don't do anything stupid. Just don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah. Also in the whole thing, she managed to roll it off of her, but it looks like it's a whole bait and switch thing where she fell over with the thing, and she managed to hold on to the cliff right then and there.
That's correct.
Now she gets back up, and all of course, as she gets back up, Harold's right there. It's like, I think this is great timing, right? And
yeah.
Essentially, you know, Layla's just walking away. She's like, I have no time for you. I'm going to go find Steven. And now we were hinted at this, I believe it was last week, Harold hinted at this with Layla. And it was the whole thing about her father. So obviously, typical dumb character. Oh, if it involves my past of some family member,
I got to walk back in and listen to the bad guy. I gotta walk back into the room and listen to a man who I know is going to lie to me. Hollywood, you know.
Yeah. Listen, I'm pretty much used to the trope because I watch animes, especially when it comes to these battle shonens. They straight up just, like, for example, Dragon Ball, go on monologue, just listen to the bad guys talk of their evil plan, instead of just, I don't know, killing them right then and there. But whatever. He goes on to explain this thing, and we were always led to believe, or Harold led to believe, like, you know, I know what truly happened to your father, and, you know, Steve or Mark knows as well. And essentially, he's going on explaining the whole thing. Eventually, by the time Layla, oh no, we'll get to that when Layla meets up with Mark. On Mark's end, he's in the tomb, like I said, of the MCU version of Alexander the Great. He goes in there, he's digging in there looking for what he needs to look for. Literally sticking his entire hand through the freaking mummy. Now,
they realize of it that Alexander the Great was like a translator almost, or something in that nature of the god. So that's when they realize, well, he speaks. So obviously his claim to fame was the fact that he talks. So that's how they realize that whatever it is they're looking for, they got to reach right down his mouth to start looking for it. So he's reaching down in his mouth to look for whatever it is they were looking for. All the while Layla and Harold are speaking, and Harold is telling Layla, well, you know, Mark killed your pops. You know, so he's not the endearing angel you think he is. You know, he's got issues. So you need to, you know, you need to talk to him about these issues. Not once knowing, or well, she knows. I mean, Harold's you know, he's the bad guy. So it's like, I'm like, okay, you're gonna believe this guy, you know. So she comes back, and actually it was Steven, this who went into Alexander the Great to get I think it was called the Ubashadi or something like that.
Yeah, I did find it funny as he's digging in the hand. Mark is in the reflection. He's like, "Go in there, get in there, man."
Yeah, go in there, get in there. Yeah. So Layla comes in totally just forgetting what they're there for because Harold set her off on this path to start talking about my dad and my family issues. And even in episode 3, they start with Layla getting a passport made. And the person that was making the passport, I believe it was her mom. That's that's who it looked like. It just based on the conversation that they were having while the passport is being made. That's either her mom or very personal relative of hers. So now we're right back, and Layla is just going on and on. My father Harold told me this, and shoot, man, and Steven's like, well, but I got it, and all of a sudden they get surrounded by Harold's men.
Yeah. Now, before they get surrounded, the Mark personality comes out, and that's when correct. Mark explains to Layla what happened. Essentially, like, he's obviously was in a mercenary group, and her father was like, I think some site digger or something like that.
Yeah.
From what I can remember. And essentially what happens is he got caught in the crossfire because I think somebody was after him. And that was from Mark's mercenaries group. So in a way, he's kind of responsible for the death of her father.
Not directly.
Yeah.
But that's not what Harold told her. Harold basically told her, hey, your dad, Mark killed your father. He really didn't say anything about the reasoning why or what was behind it. He just basically said, Mark killed your father.
Yeah.
And you need to talk to Mark about it. Because he knew this kind of stuff would get them off the path and get them and slow them up so he can get what he wants.
Yeah.
Layla fell right for it.
Yeah. And Mark was saying, yeah, that happened. And that's kind of the main reason why I connected with you when I came into your life, which I don't think was probably a good thing to say.
No. I think you should have left that little kid alone.
She definitely was pissed about that because it kind of makes the whole thing's like, so does this mean your love didn't mean anything to me? But
correct.
Whatever it happens, they hear something noises in the background. He's like, go ahead, take this, go ahead, I'll handle this and everything. That's when they're obviously he thinks like, oh, it's just one person, but surrounded by Harold's men. Now Harold's like, listen, man, I don't want to stir no problems. Do the right thing. Just work. Just work with me, man. Just work with me. Otherwise, that's it. I got you. I'll give you one more shot, man. Come on, Mark. And obviously Mark's like, you can go to hell. He like throws his thing, takes this one guy out. And obviously Harold's like, okay, sure. Boom. Shoots him once, and then I think shoots him again. He falls into the water.
He shot him twice. That's right.
And he's dead. Eyes closed, and all of a sudden we wake up into this weird mind space, just white everywhere. And we see this groggy Mark looking at a psychiatrist that looks like Harold. Heck, even in this scene, we see characters we saw earlier. We saw a lot Layla in it. She like a crazy deranged person. We see his old boss, Steven's boss, the one girl who was very rude up in there and stuff like that. It's kind of essentially a mental asylum, essentially.
Yeah.
And mind you, when I was watching this first time, I was like, whoa, wait, what the heck is going on here? And the more Mark's just looking at this psychiatrist that looks like Harry, he's like, you killed me. You killed me. And obviously, he's like, no, I didn't do anything. What are you talking about, man? And then obviously he runs away. And as he's running, he comes across this coffin. He opens it up, and lo and behold, that's the personality of Steven right then and there. They're like, oh, you're here. They hug and everything. They're right then and there. They're like, wait, where are we? They're like, I don't know where we are, but we got to figure this out and find a way out of here and stuff that. Also when Mark was also, seeing this, they also dropped a Moon Knight little action figure there he picks up, and he's like, what the heck? Now, as they're running through the halls, wondering what's going on, they pass through this room, or Steven's looking through some of the rooms. We have a room Steven looks through, and there is this other coffin that's just moving, shaking, and a lot of people, especially in episode three, drew references that the Jake Lockley personality is there because of the hat and everything, the taxi stuff. And
Right.
people are speculating that coffin that's moving, that's the third personality of Moon Knight, and that's Jake Lockley.
Correct. Correct. And what I thought to be pretty cool is that just basically every character of the TV show was in this insane asylum. You know, it comes down the cops and everything like that. So Stephen and Mark are walking down this hall, and yeah, you are right. Off on the left, you see a door that's open, and it's another sarcophagus, and it's totally red in color, but you don't see it open. You don't see it open. So they continue to walk down because obviously they're trying to get out of here. And then this figurehead comes up to them. It looks like some type of hippopotamus with
it's a hippo.
a hippo with some type of Egyptian gear on it. And then, they stop, they start screaming and hollering because, yeah, this is another weird, character we haven't seen before. So, yeah, I think that's where we're going to get Jake Lockley inside that sarcophagus, because every other character that we've come across is inside this insane asylum, or this mind palace, if you will, if I can use a Sherlock reference, of the personalities and the people that Stephen and or Mark has encountered. So it was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it, and a lot of it's starting to come in place now as far as where we're going with Moon Knight. So now, me personally, I would like to see a little bit more of Moon Knight instead of the backstory of Stephen, Mark, and things like that. So this is probably the fourth episode was really the only episode where we didn't get a Moon Knight sighting. So, but Disney does a really good job, in my mind, of connecting all the dots, so to speak, just when you think that they're going to slow down and get off topic and things of that nature. They hit you straight in the mouth. And they really did that with Boba Fett. And I really enjoyed it. So I'm assuming they're going to probably do the same thing here with Moon Knight. So we didn't see Moon Knight. So we'll see where it goes. But all in all, it was a great episode. I enjoyed it. Looking forward to the 5th and the 6th episodes coming up.
Yeah. We'll definitely see. We'll probably talk about this more next week in the 5th episode, if quote unquote Disney will land the I guess the plane, because typically a lot of people say when it comes to these Disney Plus TV shows for Marvel, they don't stick the landing. It usually is something that's completely different. Personally, if you ask me, just from my own viewing, I've thought all the Disney Plus TV shows have stuck the landing, and I thought they've ended pretty fairly good. That's just me because I just get enjoyment out of these things. But
yeah, I get enjoyment out of them too. But yeah, I can understand where the fans are coming from and the people who watch are coming from, because the Falcon and the Winter Soldier for me was a disappointment. Hawkeye, the ending for that was not what I had hoped. Now we've said it before. Loki, man, yeah, Loki was they ended that on a cliffhanger, which I thought was really cool. And WandaVision was really good as well too. So yeah, I get what fans are saying. And I still go back, Boba Fett, man, how they ended that. Yeah, it took off slow. It was slow throughout the story. And then that last episode, man, they just bam, hit you, that right hook you right in the mouth. So I would probably say that this is a new venture for Disney with, trying to incorporate the Marvel shows into their platform. And I think they're learning.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they do the same thing with Moon Knight. But right now I'm really enjoying the show where it is right now. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a really good conclusion.
Yep. But other than that, yeah. If we can't get the next episode review, episode 5 on Wednesday, it'll probably have to be another Saturday because my week's always jam packed with work now.
Oh man,
So
me too.
yeah. So yeah,
I
but
just
that's
gotta
when.
I gotta stop eating turkey on the days we decide to do these videos, man. No more turkey. You know, that tryptophan, man, that stuff knocks you out. And by me being overseas, man, that's not
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really not good. Our time difference is like what, 8-9 hours. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, right now it's almost 2 a.m.
Yep.
For me. So
Yeah.
as much, and I love and I enjoy these videos with you. So I don't mind getting up. I just got to eliminate turkey from my diet.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So obviously next week, we'll be back. Also, my Uncle Dare, if you guys didn't know, will also be back because I actually have a sports channel, if you guys didn't know. If you guys like the NFL draft, well, we're gonna be doing our first round recap of the NFL draft and stuff like that because we can't wait. I've been waiting for the NFL draft.
I've been waiting for a long time,
Yeah.
man.
I was also supposed to do like literal game recaps of every game, but I started that late. And right now I'm probably not going to get into that. We'll have a whole playoff round 1 recap, and then when round 2 starts, that's when I'll do weekly game recaps, probably on my own.
Okay.
Since we'll save time.
Oh, hey, but if there is a really good game,
Mhm.
yeah, include me in on it because I will admit, and I know Nets and Celtics are about to pop on right now.
Yeah, they're already
So
on right now. So
they're already on right now, yeah. So yeah, there have been some really good games this NBA playoffs, and I can't wait to do another one with you.
yep. So anyways, we're gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Moon Knight, as well as hit the subscribe button to the channel to make sure that you're up to date with whatever I upload to the channel, like anime, other just entertainment media, and like other movies and Marvel properties and DC stuff, yada yada yada. Make sure when you do subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you're up to date with whatever I upload to the channel, and it goes straight to your inbox so you don't know what the heck I didn't upload and stuff like that. So far I've uploaded like, now I'm recording this Saturday. It's probably gonna go up Sunday, but I freaking already tapped out with every recording I did and stuff like that. And even then, going on Sunday, I still have to record videos, but whatever. It is what it is. So anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. We're gonna get out of here. Catch you guys in the next video. Until then, guys, peace.